Y'all, it is May 1st. I am so excited for this month, and I'm a little excited. I'm always excited for a new month, right? We talk about it every single a month. There is new mercies every morning. So how many more new mercies are there every new month, right? But I am super excited because this is the month of May and it is my birthday month. And it's actually a really big birthday month for me. And I wanted to just share, I've been like reflecting on some things and I just wanted to share. Like, I was reflecting on this is like the last few days of my 30s. I'm about to be 40. Can you believe it? 40. I still don't believe it. Anyway, I was kind of like reflecting and on these last reflecting on these last few years or days, and I was realizing like 30s was a decade of like discovery, of being confident in what God has called me to do and what God and who God has called me to be. And it was a bunch of just stuff that I got to do that I probably would have never had the courage to do in my 20s. Like, I published a devotional. I started a business. Like, I went for positions at work that I probably was not qualified for. And got them. Okay. But just thinking through like just how phenomenal the 30s were, I am so excited for what the 40s has for me. And what's so interesting, it reminded me of a couple of verses, but one was in Ecclesiastes 11, and I got it here. Look, see, right here. Look at it. And and I love Ecclesiastes 11, so I was just going to read a little bit of it, kind of like break down some stuff and just say like this is the time. Like, this is the time for you to do, for you to go and be intentional. I realized that when I was intentional with my life, intentional with the things, the skills that God has given me, I saw success. I saw joy. I saw peace, right? So anyway, Ecclesiastes 11, it says, cast your bread upon the waters, for you will find it after many days. Give a portion to 7 and even to 8, for you know not what disaster may happen on earth. That's about investing. I don't know if you realize that. Those couple of verses is about how you should invest and diversify your investing, right? Or it can be talking about investment. Then it says, if the clouds are full of rain, they empty themselves on the earth. So I think, just that verse alone, like, if you're full of something good, if you're full of skill, if you're full of his presence, if you're full of not good things, right? You're full of doubt, hopelessness, things like that, then it's going to pour out. It's going to come out. What does the proverb say? It says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? So I feel like that even speaks to that. And then it says, he who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap. That was me. That was me in my 20s and almost in a little bit at the beginning of my 30s, until I realized that no, the desires that God has placed on my heart the desires of my heart are what God has placed there, and that they should be pursued. Like, the desire to write a book, or the desire to start a business, or things like that. Those are things that God placed on our hearts to do. So we got to pursue them. Because if we just keep looking for the perfect time, we're never going to have it, right? And I kept looking for the perfect time in so many different areas of my life. And to see it now, man, I'm glad I took the chances that I did take. And I'm actually looking forward to taking more chances in my 40s. So then, but these are the kickers. These are the verses. These are the verses. Verses 5 and 6. It says, as you do not know the way the spirit comes to the bones in the womb of a woman with a child, so you do not know the work of God who makes everything. Like, we don't know what God is doing. We have no idea. What we do know is that it's good, because that's what he says he is. He's a good God, right? He says that he doesn't shift his shadow. That's in James. He says he doesn't say one thing and do another. That's in James, right? So we know it's good. We just don't know what it is. And then this is the verse 6. In the morning sow your seed, and at evening withhold your hand, for you do not know which will prosper, this or that, or whether both alike will be good. That's what I did when I started my business, when I wrote my devotional. Like when I kept pursuing excellence, honestly, at work, or trying to get higher at work or whatever like that. Like I was doing both of these things because I don't know which one God is going to continue to prosper. I don't know which one is going to be something beyond what I can even ask, think, or imagine. But what I do know is that as I continue to do this work, we're going to see it. So I encourage you to do the same, to be intentional with the things that are the desires of your heart. Begin to inquire of God, like, what is it in me? What is it in me that He has for me? And see what God does. Like, I am so excited. And if you got to the end of this, listen, I would love for you to do something for me. You know, it's my birthday month. And the one birthday gift that I would love is that you would join my email list. I talk about intentional living every single week on my podcast and on my emails that I send out to that list. So I would love you guys to make it a cool birthday this month and join the email list.